What does a day-by-day at Pachis Art Studio look like?
The studio is open certain days of the week, and we offer programs in the morning for the toddlers, and then as the day goes by, the classes are being offered for the older kids. Over the weekends, we do special events, private sessions, or privately booked events at the studio. And the rest of the week, we either go to other schools and bring art enrichment programs, or we're just working privately with other organizations and stuff.
How did you land your current role? Like what college prep, possibly college, work, etc. brought you to this job?
I have a bachelor's degree in visual arts from the University of California in San Diego. And one day I got a job working with kids. I fell in love with it, and I realized that the programming at the schools and the enrichment programs were not providing a strong artistic and creative development curriculum. So I started writing a curriculum that I thought would be very beneficial to the schools, and that kind of led me into opening my own studio and getting excited about providing that service to the community and the city and the families of San Diego.
Did you have any mentors to help you get where you are today, and what was their best advice to you?
Because there are not that many studios in San Diego that offer a process-based or an invitation to create or a focus on creative development in San Diego, it was a little bit hard, so I had to reach out to other studios in the rest of the country to kind of bounce off some ideas and learn more about how you can expose children to be more creative without having the pressure of having to create something very specific in terms of technique or an artistic movement. So can I point out someone specifically that mentored me? Not necessarily, but my two daughters have definitely been my pilots to build these programs to better support them and help them live a more creative life.
Describe some highlights of your work and describe some of your greatest challenges.
The highlights of my work, I learn so much every day. There's so much you can learn about promoting creative development. There is so much you can learn about how to incorporate the creativity of using art supplies to the fine motor skills and gross motor skills development of children, hand-eye coordination, and just all of those important milestones as they're growing up. Being able to share the space with my family, being able to see my daughters grow within the studio. The biggest challenge is running a business. I think that's overall a challenge for everyone. You're never off. You're always responsible. You're basically always on the clock. It's a big responsibility, but it's also something that means a lot to me because I'm able to support other teaching artists and other creative people to work with me and offer that space for other people as well.
Think back to 5 years ago. Did you envision this is where you would be?
No, not at all. I thought it was going to be something simpler. Just a few kids doing art, and I've done so much research in the past few years that the only thing that I've gained, aside from growing as a business owner and someone that provides the service, is also knowing that there is so much more to offer. There's so much more that I really want to build the community and the creative space that I would love for my children to grow up in and grow up with. So if I can be a part of bringing that to San Diego, I'm all about it.
Describe the most important leadership lesson you have learned.
Every day, an important leadership lesson is having a team to work with. Teaching someone about my vision, about how I want to do things in the studio, but also being open to the creative input of the people that work with me. Keeping it humble and trying to not be superwoman and be able to delegate and rely on other people.
Describe the most valuable work characteristic for success in this career.
Passion. You have to be really passionate about it and understand that working with children is not just having one customer, it's also having their parents as customers. And there are two very different needs that you cater towards in a business like this. You have to be able to provide the safety and the knowledge and the prep for the parents to trust you, but also keep it very fun and engaging for the child. So something that might make the child very involved and very excited might not be a selling point for a parent. So that's definitely interesting to keep it balanced.
What advice would you give to me, a student, to get to where you are now?
Do a lot of research, work with people that you can trust. Having a good team is really important. Have someone that you can rely on and people that support you. Never lose sense that every single day you're going to learn something new. That it doesn't necessarily mean that you fail at something, but that you do. There's always someone that can learn from you, and there's always someone you can learn from.